Hey there, pasta people, your perfect nightmare here. I'm so sorry this video is late. I meant to have it up yesterday for the 4th of July, but I had a mishap at work on Saturday, ended up in the emergency room. Long story short, it's been a very long, tiring weekend, and I still have some tests to do to make sure I'm okay. They're mostly just precautionary. I'm likely fine, but it's just to make sure. Anyways, again, I apologize that this video is late, but I hope that all my American friends had a very happy 4th of July. I hope you all had a safe and enjoyable weekend, and until Friday, I'll see you in your nightmares. The party would begin in 10 minutes. Everyone had set up and was waiting on the beach for tourists to arrive. Hot dogs were displayed in neat rows next to rolls that were being warmed by the sun. After a little while, the first guests began to arrive. After what seemed like a short period of time, the sun was covered by clouds that seemed to come from nowhere. After a little bit of complaining, everyone kept to their business and hoped there'd be no soggy weather. At precisely 4:00 p.m. that day, the fireworks show began. It was a young woman sitting near the back of the group who first saw it. Feeling a bit alarmed, she stood up and approached a nearby safety guard. "Do you see that?" she asked. "What is it, ma'am?" "That wave. It's the largest I've ever seen." She pointed to the horizon. When the safety guard saw what the woman was talking about, his eyes grew wide, and he hurried off to get help. The woman shouted at everybody to get away from the beach, but nobody could hear her over the loud fireworks and clapping. At that very moment, the clouds suddenly went red, and raindrops of the same color began to pour upon the people. It was already too late. Tentacles of enormous proportions rose out of the sea and propelled the creature of another worldly nature out of it. People began hurrying for safety, but their hope was merely wishful thinking as the monstrosity lurched towards the beach. A horrible sloshing sound came from it that was nearly deafening. Its long, suckered arms reached for victims on the sand, and before anyone knew it, there was nobody left to scream. When the silence took over, the creature turned around and entered its dark, murky home in the sea. It would stay there, with a full belly, for another year, until the sound of fireworks would awaken it again.